Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Namaste Jaste Jase Aviravirbhava Vajranaka Vajradamstra Karma Sayarantaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhaya Abhayatmani Burishta Om Shrom Om. Welcome to the spiritual rebirth. So the spiritual rebirth is the answer to that longing that accompanies the soul of many that have descended in this moment of time. So across the spiritual communities of the world, there is an underlying feeling of awaiting for something. There's a longing from the soul. And this something is this process of spiritual ascension, which starts with the first and foremost step of spiritual rebirth. So I've made a list of points so that I can give in a brief way a vision of the process, the first step of spiritual rebirth, of this whole process of spiritual ascension. So this is a divine blessing that comes as an answer for the longing of the souls, so that all may find the purpose of their souls. So this is the first part of a complete process of ascension that ends the cycle of birth and death, meaning the numberless more incarnations you had to go through until that final liberation, God realization, could take place. And for that, it involves a deep understanding also of the divine laws. So in this first part of the spiritual rebirth, you will understand all the divine laws, all that involves this process of spiritual rebirth, so that you may go through the actual process itself, this first part of the spiritual ascension. Not only that, but before that final beatitude, that God realization, comes the reaching the full potential of this divine human life, to limitlessly expand the heart into full sacredness. So the purpose of the incarnation is to reach this limitless expansion of the heart into sacredness, to experience the fullness of divine love. This is why you find yourself in this circumstance. And that is the real purpose of this human life. So these videos will change your views of the world to widen your vision, so that ascension may be possible. You need to widen your vision away, expand beyond this collective experience of reality/illusion. And it will be challenging because your knowledge, your vision of the world is one of the big entanglements that keep you stuck at this level. We will start this journey by the practical aspects of the spiritual rebirth and the wisdom associated with it, so that you understand everything and may go through the actual process itself. So there will be a big list of videos for you to watch. Watch them all. This will give you the vision, they will prepare you for the actual process of spiritual rebirth. From the densest aspects of this reality illusion, using a language that fits these aspects to the subtler. So if you look around, you see many dense aspects of this world that doesn't resonate with you. But they are a part of this collective reality/illusion. And you need to understand everything, because even if they don't resonate with you, you are entangled in them in some way. So you need to understand this to broaden your vision so that you may transcend it. So from the densest aspects of this reality/illusion, using a language that fits these aspects to the subtler. So the language that will be used in the beginning, especially in the beginning of the videos, may be some way challenging for some of you. Go through it. Understand that even if it doesn't resonate, go through them, you will understand by the end of it. It is a very complex and big process, and it's not easy to put everything in perspective in just one kind of vision. So it goes through very different levels of perception. So some of you may feel that part of this initial knowledge doesn't resonate because of the nature and maturity of your soul's evolution, meaning that your spiritual evolution may have gone already beyond it at some point. So it's very common for many seekers to they feel that they don't belong here, but you are here and you are under the same laws, and there's a point for all of that. And this is especially true for those advanced souls that have descended with the mission of helping mankind into this sacred moment of ascension. But you need to understand that your bodies are operating at this level of reality/illusion and are under the same laws. And even if you're more advanced, incarnating at this moment here, in this moment in time, whatever that means that you are incarnating under the same laws. So you will be under the same situation as others. So your own ascension is the help to mankind by your own example. And it wouldn't be much of an example if you were exempt from these laws. So all beings, high and low, that incarnate here, incarnated under the same laws. And to ascend it is through the same laws also. But the spiritual rebirth, the spiritual ascension, which is composed of the spiritual rebirth and the spiritual ascension, is a divine opportunity that has come for the world, for everyone. If you're entangled in the most densest aspects of this reality or not, it doesn't make a difference. You are all under the same laws and under the same difficulties, knowingly, unknowingly, in a spiritual path or not, doesn't make a difference. All are in the spiritual path, and spiritual rebirth is for all. The only impediment for spiritual rebirth will be your beliefs, your prejudices, and the difficulties that you may experience in widening your vision. Apart from yourself, there's no more obstacle to spiritual ascension. God has brought it down so that all could be benefited by it. So don't jump into conclusions by the first videos or you will miss this most important opportunity. Everyone will be challenged by the spiritual rebirth, specifically. Spiritual ascension, not so much, but spiritual rebirth, yes. But without spiritual rebirth, there's no spiritual ascension. You will watch also the introduction of that video of the spiritual ascension in the homepage of the website. It is below the spiritual rebirth. But without spiritual ascension, there's no spiritual rebirth. It's not possible. So don't jump into conclusions by the first videos. It is a long series of videos, and to cover everything, it starts from the most dense aspects of this reality/illusion, which is shared by all beings which are experiencing this. So the spiritual rebirth comes under the blessings of Sri Narasimhadev and Lord Jesus. The full process is being brought down by Sri Narasimhadev, and for those who don't know who he is, I will introduce him during the series. It is a manifestation of God. And a part of the spiritual rebirth, the last 7 days, had already been given to the world by God through Lord Jesus, in the teachings that were found but not understood in the Essen Gospel of Peace. A work that I will go through during the series also. to give an opportunity to all to understand a little bit more deeper, because it speaks about the last part, which is the only part that was available here for a long time already, but the rest of it is coming now. It was not available on this world. So the whole process will last 77 days, and this part that was already in this world were the last 7 days. And this is about also reaching, this first step is about reclaiming the original sacredness that may have been lost, has been lost through many different ways. So this is about getting back the original, the pristine sacredness of all the bodies, to restore its original sacredness. So this is what your soul has been longing and waiting for so long, but your mind may not be fully prepared. So don't jump into conclusions and watch the whole series of the videos till the end. So again, across the spiritual communities of this world, there has been a feeling in the majority of a waiting for something that was coming. And this is spiritual ascension that starts with the spiritual rebirth. Because even this going incarnation after incarnation after incarnation to finally achieve liberation doesn't resonate with the souls at this moment. There's a reason for that. And this is why spiritual ascension has come, to answer all these questions and to make it possible in this life to achieve the ultimate purpose of your incarnation, of all incarnations you have undergone until now. To get a feeling of the whole process, even though it is very personal, you can watch the testimonials of others that underwent the spiritual rebirth at some point in the series, which I'm not decided yet. But after a few videos, the first initial videos, an icon will appear under the list of videos of the spiritual rebirth, an icon with testimonials that you can watch about those who have undergone this first part, the spiritual rebirth. So the spiritual rebirth is the foremost step of spiritual ascension, that process that will be available after the spiritual rebirth and after God's calling, because that one will be only on God's calling, because that means you're prepared for it. This, you can come and do it anytime. You can start it anytime. The other one, you wait for God to call. May you all find divine fulfillment. To watch the whole series of the spiritual rebirth, you need to enter the website srimannarayana.org and first highlight spiritual rebirth. You enter it, you create an account, then through that account you access the videos of the whole series. So when the whole series of videos appears, there will be just one that it is possible to see. You'll have to see one by one in the order which is presented. So for this matter, so that you don't jump videos, watch one by one. It has a logic and a purpose. So once you finish watching the first video, or 60 seconds are to the end, are missing to the end of the video, the second video will be available, clickable, and it continues like this until the rest of the series. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Namaste Jastejase Aviravirbhava Vajranaka
Vajradamstra Karma Sayarantaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhaya Abhaya Atmani Burishta